Source here, and today we're working on Zyuoh Blue. Is it a dolphin? I think it's a dolphin. She looks like a dolphin, right? I can't remember. I think it's a dolphin. I'm gonna go with dolphin. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'll probably look it up too. But someone asked to see some Zyuoh helmets, so I'm doing this one and another one. And hopefully Zyuoh whale one of these days. Still gonna find a file. Not having any luck, but this I put it on the printer. I'm having some stringing issue. I thought I got it fixed, and I did not. So it's better than some of the other ones I've been having. And this still needs cleaned up, so I just got the supports off. And the back is done. It's over there. So it's not one of those maybe it'll finish kind of things. But I love this helmet. It's probably my favorite Zyuoh helmet, aside from the whale. I made one of these before, and it is terrible. I'll probably show a video of me smashing it when we're done, because it's not even worth trying to sell or anything. It was a Peppercore model. It's one of the first ones I converted. I didn't really know what I was doing. So it's really thin some places. It got a bunch of holes. There's not really a lot of details. So it's just garbage. It just looked good on the shelf, and I needed to fill the Zyuoh spot, because I was trying to get one of every helmet from every season. At least one. But we did that now. That's done. Actually even replaced that. I got a pretty decent Zyuoh elephant. It could use some detail lining, top coat. Better. I don't know. Previously, if you saw my Samurai red helmet, I was using acrylic airbrush top coat, and it's not as good. It's not as good as the enamel. It's never shines, so it could use a new top coat. Maybe one day. Seems anytime I try to fix up an old helmet, it just goes to hell. So we'll see. Maybe we'll just reprint it and get rid of that one. But let's get sanded on this. Okay, we are going to epoxy sculpt the chin on this little area, and I'll probably do these big overhangs here. They look pretty gnarly. And maybe up here while we're at it. But yep, let's get to it. Okay, so got the overhangs. I'll probably, after we sand this, I might, because this is really rough. I mean, this was rough enough, but I probably should have sanded that too. There's a bug in here. After we get this sanded, I'll probably put some spot putty here. Probably work better. That's what I did with my Gokai Pink up in there, and I think it turned out nice. So, yep, gonna let this dry, then we'll get the sanded. Okay, we're gonna rough sand the Zyuoh Blue Shark. Hopefully get rid of all these weird bits and stuff, but I'm not sure. But let's get to it. Okay, all rough sanded. I think it's looking pretty good. We will prime it. I'm feeling any of those spots. I can see them already, but we'll prime it first and then do that, just to make sure. But getting excited about this. We'll be happy to replace the crappy one I have. Okay, going to put some primer on this Zyuoh Shark. I guess it is a shark. I feel like I said dolphin earlier. Did I say dolphin? It's a shark, right? It's a shark. Must be losing my mind. I think it's too hot out to be spray painting anything. So this could make it a mess, or it's all I can do right now. So let's give it a shot. Okay, that should be a good first coat. Like I said, it's coming out super thick. It's odd. I just think it's way too hot. We'll probably get to fill in a couple holes here with some spot putty. I know some deep layer lines on the side there. We'll fill those in. There's a couple strings up there we'll get. But again, this is only first pass, so we'll see what it looks like after it dries and we sand it. But that's what I'm seeing right now we're going to have to fix. All right, I think I got all the big trouble spots. We'll let it dry and sand it, of course. Okay, that epoxy, that spot putty should be dry on the Zyuoh blue. We'll sand it with some 100 grit and we will prime it. Alright, that's all sanded. I did the whole thing in the back in 100 grit again. But we will prime this and it should look better than it did. But we'll prime it and then it will be time to sand again. Already looking better. But we're gonna let this dry and we'll move on and sand it with some 220. Okay, we're gonna hit this Zyuoh blue with some 220. It should be looking okay when they're done, I believe. It's already looking a little smoother than it was, so hopefully it turns out. Okay. It needs blown off still, but I think it's turning out nice. We'll hit with another coat of filler primer, and then we'll move on to wet sanding. Okay, I think it's looking good. We're gonna let this dry, and then we will wet sand. Okay, we're gonna wet sand Zyuoh blue here. It's the last one I wet sand. My hands are freezing. It's so cold. Okay, all wet sanded. Gonna rinse it off, let her dry, and we'll move on to the base coat. Okay, we're gonna do the base coat on the Zyuoh blue. I'm not a hundo on the exact color blue. The last one I did in the satin Oasis blue. Same stuff I did my Magi blue in. I'm gonna roll with that. I've seen pictures where it's darker blue. I've seen lighter blue. I don't know. I like the light blue. It's my favorite color, so I'm gonna roll with it. Might not be 100% screen accurate. I think a lot of dudes like the lighting of the pictures, but I'm gonna double check before I do this, but that's the plan. Okay, that didn't go well. Got some runs over here I tried to fix. It's just not my paint week. I'll tell you that much. Just everything's falling apart. I think it's just too cold. Really. I shook that paint can for like a good 10 minutes. So it should have been all right. I forgot to get the chin too. But I'll get that real quick. But we're going to let this dry, and then I guess we'll see what we're working with. Okay. Probably hard to tell what this is, but well, I guess you're watching the video for this. So you already know this is Zyuoh blue. I'm going to put the silver on it. I think this is where it goes. I lost the lines, of course, on one side, and I tried to match it up the best I could. So they might not be even on both sides. I don't know if you'll ever be able to tell. I'm sure you will. Also, this model looks a little different than like the references I've seen, just slightly. Like just a couple little things like in here's a little different. It's not enough to matter. I don't even know, you would probably even notice if I didn't tell you, but I was staring at it for like 10 minutes trying to figure out where this line was. I'm like, oh, that's different. But we're gonna put silver on this. So far it is turning out better than my old one. My old one I willed into existence. It shouldn't be, but it is. The visor is pretty much what's holding it together. It's terrible, it's ugly, it's embarrassing, and I will show it to you at the end. I'm gonna get rid of it or show this off. Sorry, I'm a bit of a hot mess this morning. I only slept like 4 hours and just rolled out, started sanding and working on stuff. So we're gonna put silver on this. We're gonna do 2 coats, let her dry, and then I think the only other thing that gets actual paint would be the eyes on it. I gotta try to find out what color they are. I've seen reference from the show where they're kind of like a dull pink. I've seen like neon pink. I've seen some cosplay helmets where they're like really bright pink. I don't know. Not sure what I'm gonna do. On my old one, I did like a bright pink, like my Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger helmet, that kind of pink. So that might be what we're gonna do. Hopefully this masking's good enough. Okay, enough talking. Let's get paint. Okay, I feel like that went well. We will not know until we get the masking off, of course. So gonna let this dry. It's actually super nice out today. I know last weekend when I was working on this, I remember complaining it was freezing, but it's probably like 75 at like 8 in the morning right now. So it shouldn't take too long, at least enough to get the masking off. You know, you don't wanna, handle it, rough play with it for a couple days, but we'll see what it looks like. Okay, we are going to do the pink eyes on Zyuoh blue. I don't have any berry pink, so we're gonna go with some prickly pear today. Should be close enough, but we'll see. All right, gonna let that dry. We will pull the masking off. Then it'll be time to fine line. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. It's pouring down right now. It's really nice. Early in the morning, nice and cool. So I'm having a really good time with that, honestly. It's my favorite. Ooh, thunder. Got anxiety that's gonna shut down my printers though, but there's that. We're gonna fine line this Zyuoh blue. I'm probably going to use Anarchy for a reference on that. It's so hard to see like from the actual show what they pinstripe and all that on the actual helmets. From what I can tell, this is here, maybe in here. But like none of this stuff is, which seems odd to me. Maybe around the eyes, but Anarchy doesn't do anything. I don't see anyone do anything like around this on the back. So, might be kind of just plain Jane, I guess. I don't know. But that's what we're gonna do. I'll triple check. See if I can find anyone else that made one of these and see what they did. And you can always do your own. I mean, I could do all the lines on here. I think it looked perfectly fine, but I don't know. I feel like he has some show accurate references sometimes. Sometimes. And you know, that's kind of the end goal. You always want to try to be show accurate. At least I do. There's some stuff you gotta, you know, kind of compromise on. Because A, I don't know how to do it, or I don't have the materials to do it. So when I can, I try to be. And that's the goal here. So stay tuned. Okay, I think that's all right. I know it's hard to see. I did the best with what I had here. It's just pouring down rain. It's like nighttime out. It's like 8:30 in the morning. I don't have lights in my garage, so that's why it's dark in here. But I can't really see what I'm doing. So I think that's okay. That's pretty much. I looked at some screen caps, what Aniki does, and a couple other places that do cosplay helmets, and it's just the eyes and the silver area is all that I see people do fine lines on. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I think up in here would be kind of cool, but it might also look really weird. I don't know. So I'm just gonna leave it at this. Happy with it, and we'll move on to the clear coat. Okay, we're gonna clear this. It should be okay. It's just raining out. It's not cold. It's probably still like 70 degrees, so I think we should be okay to clear coat it. If not, we'll find out real quick. But yep, let's get to it. Okay, it's about 4 coats of clear. I think we got a little run on the side on the silver. Maybe we'll try sanding it off. I was actually gonna try to let this one dry for a week and then wet sand it with 1,000 and then put another coat of clear on it and see what we're working with. But we'll see. It's gonna take a little bit, but getting there. Okay, it's been a while. It's probably been about 3 weeks. I don't know if I said before, but I think the last thing I recorded was me putting the clear coat on this. I did that and let it dry, and it was weird. It wasn't shiny. It was just kind of orange peely, but not really. I don't know. It was odd. I think it might have been just the can of paint I was using, or I didn't shake enough. I'm not sure. So what I did was sanded some of the runs, because I was trying to get, maybe I needed a wetter coat or something on it, and it just would not, gloss up. So what I did was sand down some of the runs I got, some 600, and then I sanded the whole helmet with some 1,000 grit. Took off a little paint some places, which is a shame, but kind of got over it. Let it sit a week, then I hit it with clear again, and it's actually fairly shiny now. It looks a lot better. But I don't know. Kind of bummed me out, so I kind of just let it sat here and haven't touched it. But we're gonna finish it. Gonna put the visor in. Just gonna put some paper there, make a template, trace it out. The usual. The magnets, elastic, and it's finally gonna be done. And we can replace one on the shelf. That's always a good feeling. But I'll show you the old one at the end. You can laugh at it. Okay, got everything in here. We're gonna let the glue set, and then we will move on to showing you that terrible one. It's terrible. It is terrible. But we'll move to the spin around. All right. Oh, that is Zyuoh shark done. My glasses back on. It's a little snug in this one. A little snug. Not a big deal though. Fits real nice. There you go. Sorry, I probably look like a wild man. These helmets mess up my hair, and then it's like 90 degrees up here, and the light's on me, sweating, hot, uncomfortable. But so this is Zyuoh Blue. As you saw, we had a lot of issues with this one. Between the clear, not glossing up, and we had to sand that down or redo it. And then even so, like the paint just, it's not nice in some spots. But it's still got some shine to it, and you know, I'm happy with it. Because here, as promised, is my old one. Oh boy. So, this was a model from Super Sentai Wars, the mobile game, that I willed into existence. Like I said before, it is terrible. Not good. I hope you can see. I don't know what you can see, but it's open in the top fin part. There's nothing in there. You can see every polygon on this thing. It's terrible. And this will be going in the trash. This isn't even worth selling to somebody. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. It doesn't even stay together. Like I said, it's awful. So big upgrade here. Just drop that down there. So real excited about this. Got a place on the shelf for it to replace already. So excited about that because it can get off the floor. Because I'm drowning in helmets. But that's okay. But yeah, thanks for watching. We're almost done with all the Zyuohs. And this is also the second installment of the aquatic trilogy for recent videos here. Next is a real nice one. If you've been watching my Instagram, you know what's coming, but I got I have 3 Zyuohs left to do, and one of them's the same color, so we'll get there. We'll finish the team off since we're at 3 already. My green could use a little work. We might redo that one. I don't know, but we're working on it. So thanks for watching. Requests, put them down below. I'll try to make a video of that helmet. Might have a Kamen Rider helmet coming up soon if you're into that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super into Kamen Rider, but I've always loved this helmet since I was a kid, so we're gonna see what happens. Seems very challenging, and don't know if I can do it, but we'll find out together. Hit me up on Instagram if you have any questions, or leave a comment. Do that. Like, subscribe, please. And I will catch you next week.